Alright, hey guys, and welcome to a very special edition of The Last of Us Factions multiplayer here, because today I'm actually on my own. There's no James, no Carol, no Alan, nobody with me, and I just wanted to still make a video and use this opportunity to talk about a few things regarding this series, where it's gonna end, what the rest of the series is gonna look like, and just a few tiny little bits about The Last of Us and us playing the game. So why don't we start it off by first of all talking about where I want this series to end. And I do believe that I talked about this a bunch of times throughout the series as a whole, at just random points for the most part, because I do believe that I'm going to end this series after week 12. I'm pretty sure about that, simply because I don't want to, I don't know, like, what's the concept gonna be after week 12? Am I gonna do another 12 weeks? I don't think so. I think that would just be boring for me, and if it's boring for me, it's also gonna then be boring for you, because the videos are probably gonna end up sucking. But I'm probably thinking that after week 12, that's a good spot to end the series on. Then we have played through an entire career almost, and have definitely seen a lot of multiplayer action. And I do want to point out that while I am intending on ending it after week 12, I did very much enjoy everything this series has been. It's been a crazy success, and something I did not really think when I first sat down and just decided to record one single match of The Last of Us multiplayer just to show it off, just because basically I didn't know what else to record. And then you guys really picked up on it and really started liking it. And I do want to thank you guys for that, most definitely. It's been a great journey, and having James and Carol do episodes with me also has been a very nice add-on to the whole package. So also at this stage, I should definitely go out and thank them for doing that with me, because it's been a fun time, most definitely. And yeah, that's basically all I can say to that. Though the future of the series is going to be that it's probably going to end after week 12. There might still be a few bits of The Last of Us coverage on my channel, simply because I might choose it as a backdrop to some random commentary that I decide to do, because I really do have fun with the multiplayer. I think it's a great multiplayer, and I can definitely see myself using more gameplay for random videos, not necessarily for a series, but much rather for individual commentaries and similar stuff. So, yeah, that's definitely number one thing that I wanted to talk about. Number two, you might have all heard, hopefully you have, at least if you follow The Last of Us news, you definitely have, a map pack for The Last of Us was very recently released, and it features, I think, 4 maps, and it's like abandoned territories, kind of some kind of stuff like that. So it has, I believe, like a library map, another map similar to Checkpoint or so, then there's like a suburban kind of scenario. I don't know, it adds random stuff. I didn't necessarily look that much into it, because my stance on the whole thing, like me getting it, I'm not too sure about that. Like, right now, as I'm recording this, I don't know if I'm gonna get the DLC, because like I'm interested in it, most definitely. I would like to see new maps added to the game, and I would like to experience those new maps. But at the same time, I am stuck in this weird situation, because the new consoles are going to be coming out at the end of November, and then games like Battlefield 4 are going to come out for that. So right now I need to basically be thinking about, will I really be playing The Last of Us anymore if the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One is already out, and if games like Battlefield 4 or whatever happens to be an amazing multiplayer game is out? Like, will I then still be playing The Last of Us? I don't know exactly. I mean, I would like to definitely showcase the maps, but is it really going to be worth it? I don't know. I mean, maybe you guys have an opinion regarding that. Maybe you want to tell me to fucking get the maps. then please tell me so. I would like to get like a second opinion on that, because I'm really not sure about how to handle that situation. So what else is there that I was gonna talk about? Oh yeah, definitely. Another aspect of the DLC topic is that they are gonna release a single-player DLC, and that is definitely something I'm more excited about, simply because I would like to see what else they decide to add on to the overall story experience that The Last of Us already has. The problem, the very minor problem that I have with that is that I can't really imagine what that's gonna be. Like, what are they gonna add on? Are they gonna add on to the whole Joel and Ellie story? I don't really see that working too much. I don't know what they're gonna expand on, and that's like the only problem I have with that I don't know, or let's maybe say it even like in a much more frank way. I have essentially already experienced all I wanted to experience in that setting, so I don't really know what they're gonna add on. I do believe that they're gonna do a great job of it and add something that I am gonna end up enjoying, but I don't really right now know what that's gonna be. So, while that is intimidating, it's also very interesting because obviously they can very much surprise me, and hopefully they will. And yeah, having said that, if I then really decide on getting the story DLC, that would also mean that I'd get the multiplayer DLC, simply because the season pass is definitely a big sale or a big discount on the whole DLC thing. So yeah, I don't know. As I said, maybe say something towards that. What do you think? Should I really get the DLC? Should I not? Maybe do you agree with me that it might be a little unnecessary, seeing as this series is gonna end very soon. So yeah, basically just regarding that, I don't necessarily know what I'm gonna do. That's basically my stance on that. But yeah, so that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Very quickly, just a general note to the gameplay. I know it's not the best gameplay, and I mean, as you've probably been following this series for quite a while now, you don't really expect anything else, I guess. But I definitely wanted to not like strip you of the right to get to see this episode, because I didn't want to do another like, oh, I just fucked up during another recording, we're now gonna do the next one and skip a day. I didn't want to do that, so while this might not be the best gameplay, I definitely wanted to show it to you regardless. So there's that. Oh, and totally another thing that I would like to mention about the DLC bit, I totally forgot about that, is that when they first announced the season pass for The Last of Us, they mentioned 3 add-ons. So the first one now being the map pack, and the second one being the story add-on. I really do hope that the third one is going to also include new game modes, because there's so much stuff they could do with new game modes. I mean, it's probably not going to be contained in that DLC package that you then have to pay for, but I mean, simply judging by the fact that they released a game mode without having you pay for it, in form of the Factions game mode. But like another map pack with then also new game mode released alongside of it would be amazing. There's so much stuff they could do. I do believe we have had a few theories or a few ideas throughout the series, but I do want to once again like point out a few ideas that I've had and something that I'd like to see, and that's for the most part stuff that involves zombies. So let it be a horde mode, I'd be fine with that, honestly. I mean, a lot of games do it and a lot of games do it wrong, but I do believe that The Last of Us would be a nice series to put that in, simply because they could do a lot of cool shit with the zombies and the locations, and just the way that ammo works in this game, it being very scarce. Like, it's not like this Gears of War horde mode where you have all the ammo you need, essentially. It hopefully is not going to be that, if they even decide to put something like that in. And then of course I'd also like to see not only a co-op mode, so you fighting against zombies, but also a competitive game mode where you then have to deal with zombies in a way. I don't necessarily know what that way could be. Maybe they're just gonna stand on the map, but I don't know about that. Honestly, I did not really think about it too much. I just know that I would be interested in, there we go, Jesus, in something like that, like a situation like that where you have to maybe worry about 3 fronts and not just the 2. That would be something I'd be very interested in. So I don't know, that's basically all I can say. If you have any ideas for cool The Last of Us game modes, please, by all means, let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's basically gonna do for today here. I don't know what else to say. So maybe to very quickly recap, series is gonna go up to and through week 12. Then DLC, not too sure about it. There's a few interesting bits about it, but also aspects that I'm really not sure about. Basically, coming down to the fact that the new consoles are going to come out. And what else did I talk about? Not too much, really. That's basically it. Alright, so I do want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this very special episode of The Last of Us. Hopefully it was nice for a change, and we'll definitely be back with more multiplayer together with James and Carol and Alan and whoever decides to join us. So for now, it's going to be goodbye. See you next time. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll talk to you then.